The case began with a repeating error, not a crash, not an alarm, a repeating error, the kind buried deep in a system log where most programs never bother to look. Same time occurrences. Every cycle, the same disturbance appeared near the edge of the network. Not exact enough to trigger an alert, just close enough to feel wrong, like a corrupted file reopened itself after deletion. That was the first sign the system was alive, in a way software should never be alive. At first, engineers blamed normal decay, background interference, signal drift, routine glitches. But then the visual artifact appeared, a thin streak of white static moving through dark sections of the grid, smooth, fast, almost floating. It looked less like transportation and more like a rendering error sliding across the map after the game should have already loaded. The analysis started calling it the phantom line. It never moved randomly. It looped, repeated routes, repeated timing, repeated blind spots, like corrupted code trying to reopen an old access point. That's when the investigation changed, because random glitches don't memorize pathways. This thing did. The deeper I searched the network, the stranger the system became. It didn't behave like malware. Malware destroys fast. This was patient. It built hidden partitions inside the operating system, separate chambers that couldn't see each other. One section received comm signals, another received chaos, another received distractions. The entire system was being played against itself without realizing it. And the system fed on reactions, not electricity, not data, reactions, panic strikes, response loops, repeated engagement. The more the network focused on it, the stronger it became. That explained the fake emergencies, the false warnings, the sudden pings, the burner access points appearing and disappearing before scans could fully trace them. The system wasn't trying to win, it was trying to stay connected. That's why the security upgrades matter, not cameras. Antivirus tower, visible scan points placed around weak zones in the grid, constant monitoring beams sweeping dark corners where corrupted code liked to hide. The moment the scans expanded, the system movement patterns changed immediately. Proof. Healthy systems don't fear observation. Corrupted ones do. So the firewall tightened. Unused ports closed. Ghost accounts blocked. Logs archived. Every strange signal stored in cold storage for future tracking. And slowly, the illusion started breaking apart. Because the scariest systems survive by convincing the network is powerless. But once the patterns become visible, fear loses processing power. In the end, the system was still out there somewhere beyond the grid, moving through abandoned channels and dead servers. But it lost access to this sector. And for a machine built entirely on access, that was the closest thing to death.